You got to say that it is because Saban's not there, but is he going to be that crazy like owner that hangs around and like overanalyzes? And we don't know.
I don't think so.
We don't have a sample size. Now I'm a science guy, history by major, but I didn't get to teach science because I had to take a chemistry class, Dean. I just don't like chemistry.
We got a buddy that teaches chemistry.
And he's great at it. My brother-in-law is great at it. Strangely good at it.
He can have it.
What is a mole? What has moles got to do with anyway? But we don't know.
Right.
Have we seen a season that Alabama was Saban not coaching? Nope, not in 17 years.
Not 17.
So now that he's been here, he's going to have an office. My question is, DeBoer, with these coach Grube leaving and the offensive coach and also your line coach leaving, and now your what's his name, Nick Sheridan, which is spoken of highly through some podcasts people listen to from the Michigan area, that he'll be fine.
He's going to be the
offensive coach.
So coordinator.
I don't know. Is DeBoer kind of losing some of that? He ain't even really got started good yet, and it seems like he's
already fighting an uphill battle.
He's trying to grab a wet balloon. What do you think about these coaches out and they're moving a guy up? And
I don't think he can do much about that. I don't know. I'm sure he just wants to go recruit, I'm sure. And he's having to deal with all this other stuff. I don't know.
Did he stab the guy in the back?
Do what?
Did the group stab him in the back and just get him down there and let him think he's coming? And all of a sudden, I think I'm going to stay up here and stay with the Seahawks.
Yeah, well, I think he probably wasn't real happy with him. I think that might have been a family thing too.
Or,
hey, I'm not leaving this area. I don't want to go to Alabama.
And we talked about this last week. Wives have Miss Terry has huge decisions on. So maybe Grube's wife, and I had read on some Twitter that, and I said this before, there's no proof of this, just rumors that they're not particularly in line with a lot of values or ideologies in this southern part of the black belt of the Bible Belt of.
Right.
And I don't know if that's true. That may be all horse manure.
Well, it is very Republican here.
Yeah.
And they may not be. I
don't know if that's what it is. Yeah, these people are crazy. They got Trump signs hanging around everywhere. Trump's an idiot. Orange man. I don't know if that's true. We're just speculating. That all may be.
And I'll never say the state, and I'll never say the people, but I've heard people straight up say, I would never move to that town full of Republicans.
So we're trying to figure out.
And vice versa. I would never move around all them Democrats.
Yeah, so we're trying to figure out why Grove did he ever. Was he ever going to come? And the whole time he's thinking, I'm going to come and say I'm coming so the recruits will not decommit. We're going to get some of these kids in and they won't, what I'm saying? Could that be it?
It could be. I think he probably just money and staying where he was from. Because Washington and the Seahawks, the same town. He don't even have to move. No longer does he even, which he may have already moved. I doubt it.
How bad a knock is this? Is it a worse knock for him leaving or your offensive line coach that won the offensive line of the year last year? Which loss is worse?
Where did he go?
I think you went with him. Yeah.
I'd say, we need a good line coach.
So is it a harder hit to lose your line coach?
I think it's a harder hit to lose the line coach.
I do too.
Yeah. Because that's a specific. You can find an offensive coordinator.
Well, he's just running plays through DeBoer. It's DeBoer's offense.
Right.
So Bama fans don't need to freak out now they did wind up finishing second in recruiting. So
which is good.
The tide falling, it is going to decline.
I would think. You got a coach, you got possibly, arguably, which I think he is, the greatest coach in college football history. Now, he may be surpassed at some point, but I don't see. Not how it's changed now. I mean, yeah, he's number one. You can say, no, he's not. Tom Osborne is. Well, he's not.
He don't have the
wins. Was he great? Yes, he was obviously great.
Like a 12-year time is just.
Or Bear Bryant was. Well,
he had more wins.
Yeah, he did have more wins.
He had more wins, but he coached a long time.
But I think Osborne had the winning percentage.
Mm-hmm.
He's got the best winning percentage. Bryant's got the most wins, Bowden, Paterno.
Mm-hmm.
But
they head coach a long time.
Sheer dominance has been Saban. So, no, you got to fall off. How can you not? Did UCLA fall off when Wooden left? I'm sure they did. John Wooden. The only team I've seen not fall off much after Rick Pitino left Kentucky, they won it the next year. Is DeBoer going to pull a Tubby Smith in Kentucky and win it next year? But then all anybody's going to say is he did it with Saban players.
It's like all the politics blame the last president when everything's bad, and if everything's right, they did it. But if everything's wrong, the other guy did.
Yeah, that's all I ever heard of. And it did go down later.
Now, so this is not going to be this shouldn't be a big deal.
No. Maybe the line thing.
Man,
maybe the line.
A lot of fans are worried about it, and they have reason. There is reason to worry.
I wouldn't think the OC thing would be the big deal.
They got to get them they're going to have to make their way and try to figure this out.
Nick Saban didn't have an offensive coordinator. It may be a pretty big deal.
Well, that's a lot of people say, well, Saban replaced OCs every year and still was in the playoffs.
Yeah, because he don't fool with the offense. I'm sure he does some, but not much. He did. He had the bowl. Am I pronouncing that right? Day Bowl. O'Brien, Reese, Kiffin, Sarkisian, who I think was the best one.
Nussmeier. Thought he did a good. I thought he did a good job.
Applewhite one year.
Mm-hmm.
He didn't